Marikana received an unprecedented 6 awards. And joining us now is writer and director Aubrey Sekhabi and Naledi award winner Emma Mmekwa. Good to have both of you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you and good morning, Leah.
And congratulations. I mean, this is massive. What an unbelievable achievement. I mean, Aubrey, when you look at this achievement on this production of Marikana, I'm sure it was difficult working on it. It's not an easy production to necessarily watch, but I mean, it really is getting these awards. So how are you feeling right now?
We're feeling really excited and really humbled that the South African theatre community has recognized this contribution.
No doubt. I mean, when you look at something like this, and I think it's always been a fact that the South African theatre, you're able to talk about things that perhaps you're not able to talk about in real, in the real world without getting into trouble. And we all know that.
Yes.
So, I mean, for you to be a part of it, what was it like?
Well, it was a nice journey. It was a hard journey for me to be in the part of Marikana cast and being in part for knowing what happened exactly, the massacre. It was a hard journey and also a strong one because now I know, and then it's easy to tell the story now.
Yeah.
And we worked very hard to do that.
Let's go back to the beginning, Aubrey, and putting this together. What was it like for you? I mean, what were some of the challenges that you went through?
Well, it was always going to be difficult doing this production at that time because the Marikana Commission of Inquiry was still going on, and also it's not just doing any other play. You're dealing with a play where people have lost their lives, so we had to be really careful and be delicate. But at the same time, we have a responsibility as writers to tell the story. So at one point we knew that it was our responsibility to tell the story. It is living history, to confront it so that we can begin to talk about it and engage this matter, because it doesn't help to sweep it under the carpet. It's still going to haunt us sometime. So it was important that we do the work, but also to be careful about the work. It was important to give names to those faces. You know, when we started the production, one would be saying 44 miners died and all that. But then at the end of the production, we knew that it was Andres Ntsinyego, it was Trebisileyawa, it was Mcineni Noki, it was Hassan Fundi, it was Isaiah Twala. So it was giving names to those faces because they are somebody's father, somebody's son, somebody's husband. So it was a humbling experience, but it was important that we do such work. It's important that theatre confronts such work, because if we don't, we'll never learn. Yes, we have to deal with real issues. The same.
Talk about these things.
Yes.
Yeah, and I really am. I'm so proud of you, because I remember sitting and having a conversation with you in the run-up to it, and I don't think you ever imagined in your wildest dreams it would be a success of this level. I think you knew it was going to make an impact, but to actually walk away with all of these awards and capturing the minds and the imagination of South Africa, I think that just proves what a devastating incident Marikana was in our history, and how much it meant. What did it mean to you, especially being a part of this and learning so much about the incident?
Wow. Being part of it, it meant that some of those guys who died, should it be my father or my brother, and it was a hardship, and we had to go through the emotions all the time, and we had to be part of the incident that happened that day, and it was just an experience.
Yeah. Emotional? Was it an emotional production to be a part of?
Very emotional.
Yeah. What was the audience? I mean, what was it like being a part of the audience watching this?
I think, you see, a lot of people were asking questions, why are we doing a musical?
Yes,
there were a lot of skeptics, so when they came there, they didn't really know what to expect. But I think from the very first second of that play, when the curtain goes up and the miners emerge from under the belly of the earth, it was just loud cheers and screams. So we got a lot of love when we did this in Pretoria. We got a lot of love when we did this in Grahamstown. But, sometimes people are enjoying and it's a musical, but the moment the things start to turn, there would be absolute silence in that auditorium. There would be absolute quietness, and by the time we go to the incident of the 16th of August, where the miners are being shot down, there was just dead silence. You could feel it, and people came out of there. People came out crying. People came out talking about it, which was the point for us. It was like, let's do this work so that we can confront it, so we can begin to heal, because we cannot reverse what has already happened, but we can actually correct it for the future. So being part of an audience, I mean, I sat there, I think, on many occasions watching that with different audiences,
every time.
And it was
you
a new experience for me every time I
why
got so
musical?
emotional.
What was it that made you want to go a musical route?
Well, one of the authors of the book, because I adapted this from We Are Going to Kill Each Other Today, the Marikana story. One of the authors of the book, Mr. Lucas Ledwaba, sent me an SMS and said, we've written this book, do you want to do it as a musical? So already when I was reading the book, I was thinking musical, but then it was easy because then, so much music on the copy there. They were singing their songs of struggle, their songs of frustrations on the copy. And it was easy to communicate the emotions because that incident is so epic.
Yeah.
And much as one could have captured it with a two-hander or a one-hander, but I think it deserved the magnitude in which we did it. So the musical, I think, was a perfect
Just finally, Emma, just to wrap this up,
Yeah.
tell me very briefly about your character that you won this award for.
Well, I play the loan mill manager, and also I'm part of the mother who lost their husband, and I am also, I'm the manager. I'm just a puppet there, going up and down. They don't know my story like that.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you
I'm
very
so
much,
happy.
Leah.
And the good news is it's coming to the
17th.
State Theatre in July. Is that right?
Yes, it's coming back on the 16th of July until the 16th of August.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Good. So if you haven't seen it, this is your opportunity. 16th of July to the 16th of August, it'll be back at the South African State Theatre where you can catch Marikana, this award-winning musical. All right. Let's take a break as I say goodbye to